This little bitty device known as PCV Valve can destroy your engine. We'll explain why, and we'll explain why most people never replace it. Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video guys to any of you that want to know what is a PCV valve, what it does, why it's so important for your vehicle, and why this part is never replaced by almost anybody I know of guys. But you should replace it. If you check your service manual, it will say, okay, so many miles, you need to replace that thing. It costs only a few dollars and it can destroy your engine. So we will explain in this video why. Before we start, let me tell you a little bit about us. Every single car we get here in the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. Why we guys do that? Because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep making these free videos. And if you guys need to buy any parts, tools for a good price and quick shipping, check out the link in the description of the video below. That's where we get all our tool supplies from, and you can guys save a ton of money. So let's start on it now. So let's explain what we have here guys. Even though we'll be demonstrating on that Dodge, almost every engine will have some kind of PCV system guys. That's known as a positive crankcase ventilation system. So now let's talk about it guys. What is a PCV valve? They come in different shapes. They can be small, just a little bitty valve. They could be bigger like this one, or they can have like a humongous valve that's the size of a fist guys, or even bigger. For specific German cars like BMWs often will have them as well. So that valve usually, okay, on most cars, not all of course, but will be mounted somewhere on top of the valve cover, on the back side of a valve cover, anything like that. And it will be connected through a hose that will go to the intake manifold. That's where the car gets its air and fuel from guys. So now, what is a PCV valve, why it's so important, and why you should replace it guys? If you check your manual on every car, okay, in the service manual, it will say, okay, so many miles and you need to replace that thing. Some cars is like, I've seen anywhere from 30 to 80 or 100,000 miles. But that valve is super important because when your engine runs, the pistons will go up and down. When the piston goes up and it has fuel and oxygen, air, it will ignite the spark plug right here that will make an explosion. It will push the piston down. That pressure guys will push the piston down. That will create power, but that pressure will leak around the piston ring, some of it, of course not all, and that's known as a blow-by gas. That blow-by gas will create internal pressure in the engine. That pressure needs to come out somehow, okay, and you wonder how. Well, if you don't have that system, your engine will start leaking oil from almost any gasket you can think of, okay, and that's completely normal because there will be pressure. And they invented that system, the PCV valve system guys, that takes that pressure and practically takes it through that hose to the intake manifold after the throttle body usually. And that valve also will separate the oil fumes from that pressure. They will leak back in the oil pan, and once the oil fumes are separated, the clean air will go to the intake manifold. But if that valve gets stuck close guys, what will happen? It will build pressure, okay, and your engine will start leaking engine oil from multiple gaskets. If the valve is stuck open, it will start putting, or it's not working correctly, it will start putting guys oil fumes in the intake manifold, and you may experience really increased oil consumption, smoke from the exhaust, okay, and things like that. That can we've seen on some cars that have PCV valve problems to where it almost looks like your engine is done, to the point that you need to replace the engine. That's how bad it could be. And those valves usually cost only a few dollars, and people will almost never replace them. They'll keep driving the car, and practically you're destroying your car slowly, because you could be burning oil, or you can be building internal pressure, which can in some cases even cause problems later with head gaskets and things like that. Car will not be running correctly. You may get engine light and codes for lean fuel mixture if it's stuck open. That's for vacuum leak, and as a result the car will try to compensate by spraying more fuel, which can actually even cause in the long run problems with the catalytic converters, because they will be getting hotter and hotter, and that can burn catalytic converters in the long run. I mean, it will not happen overnight, but after many thousands of miles that can happen as well. So it's important, guys, to replace that little bitty device that can destroy your engine. Now, if you want to see how to test PCV valve, we have the video on the channel that will teach you how do you test PCV valve. Check it out. It will teach you how you can easily do that, find out if it's working or bad. If you have any questions, let us know. Hopefully, guys, the video will be helpful. If you want to see any specific videos on cars, let us know. Every car we get, we make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. Leave a comment below, we'll get an idea, and if we have a chance, we'll try to make that video. Hopefully the video will be helpful to any of you needing help with that. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time.